And today in the youth church we were talking about evangelism as a lifestyle. Our text was from Deuteronomy chapter 6, verse 6 to 8, where God tells Israel that the command God has given them, they should have them in their heart, and they should bind them on their hands as bracelets, write them on the gates of their homes and in the doors of their houses, so that they will be careful to remember them. And three things came to our attention from that text. The first one is that you have to put the commands of God in your heart. In other words, you cannot tell of the things that you have not experienced yourself. You cannot evangelize to people unless you have personally met Jesus as your Lord and Savior. So the first thing in making evangelism your lifestyle is actually meeting Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior. You cannot be able to tell people that there is food in a certain place unless you have been there and have eaten the food. You cannot tell people that Jesus can heal unless you have experienced the healing yourself, or you have seen someone being healed by Jesus. So the first thing is that, have you met Jesus yourself before you tell others about him? Of what importance is he to you? How valuable is he to you, so that you can be able to speak to him? You can be able to speak of him to the people. See, Charles Spurgeon says that every Christian is either an evangelist or an imposter. Which one are you? Are you going to be telling about Jesus, or will you not tell about Jesus, which signifies that you are an imposter? The second thing that came to us is that this is a deliberate action. He does not say that whenever my name comes up at the dinner table, whenever my name comes up when you're taking care of your flock, or when you are going outside the house and my name comes up, he does not say that. Rather, he says that you have to put his name and the redemption story as a bracelet, as something you put on your forehead. In other words, your life has to tell a story. And when someone looks at you from morning, looks at your dress code, realizes or sees the salvation story. When someone listens to you as you talk to the conductor of the matatu who did not give you your change on time, that person will hear the tones of Jesus as you speak. In other words, what does that mean to us today? The third thing we were looking at is that what is this that I am sharing? The story of salvation is very simple. It is not actually complicated. It's very, very simple. That you are a sinner and Jesus is a savior, and he is able to forgive you your sins. That's all you need to share as an evangelist. So what does that mean to us as Christians today? It probably means that you put a bracelet on your hand that says that Jesus is Lord. And someone may see that bracelet and ask you about it, and then you can share the salvation story from there. It may mean that you put on a t-shirt that says that Jesus saves, or something from a verse from the Bible, and someone will ask you what it means, and you can explain it to them. Maybe it means that on your WhatsApp status, you put Jesus there. You put a verse of the Bible every morning for every 24 hours for probably a week, and a discussion will come out of there, and you will be able to tell the salvation story. It probably means you may not have a house of your own where you can put the commands of God or the story on a door, but you have a Facebook page, you have a wall on Facebook. Put a verse there for once. Put a verse there every day for the next 7 days, and see what God does with that. Making evangelism as a lifestyle is not actually complicated. It means the very simple things of life, doing them with an orientation of the gospel, with an orientation of telling a story that Jesus is a redeemer, that Jesus is a savior, and he is able to save you. So I hope that this week you're going to tell the salvation story. Maybe you put a sticker on your car. Maybe you put a note on someone's desk, Maybe someone is going through a rough time and you tell them, I have been there and I prayed and Jesus helped me, and you pray with them. Maybe you tell them, they are down, they are feeling overwhelmed, and there is a verse that says, when my heart is overwhelmed, lift me to a rock that is higher than myself. And you reach out to them that verse. That may be what evangelism means to you today. It may not mean that you start putting a placard on your face that says Jesus is Lord. It may just mean that you put on a t-shirt that says that Jesus saves. It may mean you just put a bracelet that says that Jesus is a savior. It may mean that you tell someone about Jesus by just praying with them. I hope that you make this week you make evangelism your lifestyle.